Hi, my name is Rakesh and I'm about to be a Peace Corps volunteer in Albania and serving for just over 2 years as an organizational development volunteer. It's an exciting time and I wanted to update my family and friends of where I'm at, but also wanted to use this vlog to help other senior volunteers potentially, or any other volunteers, maybe diverse volunteers, to help them understand the whole process of the Peace Corps application right through to my journey serving in the Peace Corps throughout the next 2 years. So let me get started. And going back to March of 2021, I filled in an application to the Peace Corps, which included a motivational statement, and that motivational statement helped me get an interview. And so I thought I'd emphasize a couple of the things that I made sure were on that motivational statement. One was my endurance in life. I do a lot of trekking, and I've been in situations where that trekking has meant some hardship, whether it be living in accommodation with no heating, or using outside toilets, or just being tired and stressed and fed up. I also talked about my charitable experience. I've worked with charities for many years, either as a member of a board or volunteer at events. And so I talked to that because I think one of the things I feel is they want to know how passionate you are about doing working as a volunteer and helping communities all over the world. And I think with that endurance as well as your passion, that hopefully are a good mix to get you through the process. So it worked for me, and the actual application process, I'll talk to that now. So in July of 2021, I got an interview with the Peace Corps, and so I prepared a lot for that interview and talked to many points that they sent us in advance. And that interview talked to situations where I'd trained or taught other individuals. It talked about how I'd lived or worked with different people from different cultures, and what my motivations were for joining the Peace Corps, amongst other things. So they do send you a list of questions in advance for you to prepare for. And then I didn't hear a lot from Peace Corps for a long time, partly because of COVID, where not a lot was happening. They did keep me informed from time to time that they wanted to get folks out to service, and they just wanted to be sure that it was safe and secure in those countries. So I got an invitation in May 2022, and I was pretty excited when I got the invitation because I'd kind of like, it got out of my mind. And so I was excited when I got the invitation. I thought that was it, I was there. But in fact, that was far from the truth, because at that point you start the medical and legal clearance process, which is very lengthy and very cumbersome, but worthwhile. So it took over 3 months for me to get medical clearance, and a lot of tasks. I think in total there was about 34 tasks. They wanted reports from all my physicians, cardiologists, hematologists, etc. They wanted a lot of information, a lot of lab work and tests on all types of things, like from HIV to polio. And they wanted me to make sure I took some vaccines that were important. So I did that. And ultimately I did get confirmation of clearance 2 weeks prior to my trip to Albania. So that was a bit short, but in fact I know other people that literally got clearance 3 days prior. And other folks were, struggled with the legal clearance and getting the right forms, the right fingerprints, and submitting that. But I didn't have any issues with that, and that for me was very smooth, as was my dental clearance. So ultimately I got notified 2 weeks ago, and so I'm ready to go to the staging event. So I'm going to tell you more about that in my next video. But relief to be offered, invited, and medically cleared. So that's been a long road for many people, including myself. But hey, I'm all excited for the next part of the trek. So with that, take care, good health. Speak to you soon. Bye.